So for example, like I said, Afrocentricity is like a segment that we run for all business owners. So anyone that started something, you know, come and talk about it, like let us know like how hard it was for you to start up like a Afrocentric business within Western society, and what problems are you facing right now trying to run it. Like the example we said, people just don't want to pay for stuff. Once they know it's their friend, they just want to, whereas they're happy to go and buy a Gucci and put money in that guy's pocket who's not even, so like stuff like that. But like just in general, like what, because
are we worried about it?
Yeah, this is kind of how, it's kind of how so what like kind of, because you explained it to me briefly about what influenced Somali's Corner, like how did that whole thing originate for you guys?
There's not like one answer, to be honest with you. Like it just sort of happened organically. I'll probably say like it was myself and a gentleman by the name of Abdullah. He was a bit of a legend on the Somali Corner thing. He's probably the most popular one. I don't know if you've seen him.
I think
the light skinned one.
Okay, yeah. And he was a puppet. Do you know was a puppet jacket most of the time?
I don't know about that, bro.
Okay.
Basically, he made a point when I first came on camera. I was talking about racism that black people experience, particularly within the Muslim community and within Muslim countries around the world. Yeah, he made a point to say why talk about racism that other groups experience, as opposed to talking about racism that your people experience, particularly within the continent of Africa, which I said is xenophobia, innit? I wouldn't call it racism, I'll call it xenophobia. But it's true, he made a good point, innit? So he was like, basically, why don't you just talk about Somalis? So I said, okay, cool, let's talk about Somalis. So that episode or that clip, I think it's called The Horn of Africa, was basically the prequel, because we were talking about Africa. Talk about Somalia, and we gave a very brief explanation of like the history, whether it's what they call medieval history in this country or modern day contemporary history, etc. So that's how it started. And the next week we were like, okay, cool, everybody can have a go, everybody can chip in, and yeah, it just went from there really. So the thing that has come out of it is Somalis around the world networking. So we've got multiple group chats on WhatsApp, Twitter, and yeah, it's just Somalis networking all over the globe, like Copenhagen, Stockholm, Melbourne, Minnesota, Toronto. There's Somalis all over the world, so that's why I think that's a beautiful thing, because ultimately, you know, our parents do that a lot better than us, because our parents, you know, if they see another Somali or another Nigerian or another person of the kin or the clan or the tribe, you're gonna sit up and say hello, and then we screw face each other, bro. So for me, like getting Somalis in contact with each other was something that like I'm proud of, and I think that's really good, man. And I want it to continue. So we just want as many people as possible to basically just get in touch, because you know, even a few things have come out of it. Like, there's a few little side projects that have come out of it. There's a brother that's very passionate about the drought that's in Somalia right now, and you know, the fact that it's a lot of the territory is desert. Obviously, we get affected by drought more than most countries. So he's very passionate about that, and he started up a little project to work around that. There's you know, people fundraising for all kinds of things in Somalia, whether it's mental health hospital in Mogadishu. There was someone else yesterday, I forget, asked me to advertise, or like, medical kits, to raise money for a hospital to get medical kits. There's the documentary I saw the other day of the paramedics in Mogadishu. There wasn't no paramedics a couple of years ago, and now there's 14 different ambulances, you get me, alhamdulillah. Yeah, there's progress in it, so. And that came from people getting in touch with each other. It wasn't the government, bro, you know what I mean? So that's ultimately what I want to see happen, is us coming together to come with common solutions to common problems, and work how other people work. So in Europe, for example, the Swede is very comfortable to be a Swede, the Dane is very comfortable to be a Dane, and the Englishman is very comfortable to be an Englishman, but they understand they overlap in it. So the Englishman teaches these kids, yo, Vikings came over here and basically the Namaz are in it. Like the word Vandal comes from a German tribe called Vandals in it. So they were on a madness, and that's how that word came about. And even though there was a lot of bloodshed and a lot of warfare and a lot of what have you, they're still very comfortable with that collective European identity to a point where there are Belgians or Germans who probably describe themselves as European before they describe themselves as German or Belgian or Dutch or whatever. Whereas we're not like that at all, innit? So what I would like to see is us working together within collectives. So, you know, if we're dealing with something as Somalis, that's fine, innit? For us to get together as Somalis. But there's opportunities to link up with other groups that are working towards the same thing, and there's no problem in that either.